to this beginner-friendly but an intermediate level Vinyasa flow featuring Sun Sea. Enjoy. Namaste. Yogis, let's begin by lying on your back. Your knees can be bent or your legs can be straight. Maybe even you like the idea of bringing the soles of your feet together, keeping your knees apart, and you can outstretch your arms to a T shape. But it's entirely up to you on where you want to begin your practice. We're going to take a moment here to tune in to breath, to body, and space. Bring your knees together, drop the soles of your feet down onto the mat. Squeeze your knees in toward your chest. Wrap your hands around your knees, keeping your shoulder blades down on the mat, making sure that the spine is extended, flat. You're going to take your right ankle to your left knee. The left foot can stay on the mat if you feel like your hips and glutes are a little bit tight. Or you can thread your hands in between your knees as you grab the back of your left thigh and squeeze your right ankle towards your heart. You're going to try not to let the tailbone lift as you squeeze in, but instead keep the spine fully flat on the mat. Keep your shoulders rolled back and down as you squeeze just a little tighter, just a little closer. Release when you feel ready to, and transition to the other side. Taking the left ankle to the right knee, and the right foot can stay down if that feels better. Or you can squeeze your right knee into your chest. What you want to be mindful of is keeping your spine flat. So try not to rock up the tailbone, try not to arch the spine, try not to lift the shoulders. But we're staying nice and low on the mat, making a full connection. Connecting left ankle to right knee, connecting shoulders to mat and tailbone down. Give yourself a nice tight squeeze before releasing down to the mat. Lift both legs up toward the ceiling. Keep your legs nice and straight, fully extended, pointing the toes and flexing the feet. Keep your right leg up, drop your left leg down to the mat. Continue to pull your right leg towards your heart, giving yourself a nice stretch through the hamstring, working your hands down towards your ankle. Remind yourself not to lift up the shoulders, but we're trying to keep them down, pull back and relaxed. Have your index and middle finger wrapped around your right big toe. If you can't quite make this connection, grab behind the right quadricep or the right calf. As you extend your right leg out to the right side, take your left hand to your left hip, because initially your left leg wants to lift up a little bit, but we're trying to ground down, rolling down the left hip. Bring your right leg back up toward the ceiling. Have both hands wrap around the right foot. Take a deep breath in, bend your elbows, tap your nose to your knee, and exhale to release as you lower the right leg down and lift the left leg up. You're welcome to grab behind the quad, below the knee, or to the foot, whatever feels best for you. Your left shoulder will be lifted, but we're not rolling up. We're trying to keep it pulled down toward the mat. Extend your left leg out to the left side. Now your right hip is going to roll up. Try to pull your right hip down with your right hand, extending and stretching the left leg, opening up the hip. It's okay if the hip pulls up a little bit, but we'll try to keep the right hip downward as much as we can. It actually feels a little bit better when you do it. Lift your left leg back up toward the ceiling. Both hands wrap around the leg or the foot. As you bend your elbows, squeeze your nose to your knee, and then exhale to lower everything down to the mat. Take a deep breath in and lift your arms up high above your head. Flex your feet, and when you breathe out, roll up to a seated forward fold. Breathe in and lift up. Roll your shoulders back. Roll your shoulders forward. Inhale to lift the arms up. Try to keep your biceps back beside your ears so that the shoulders stay open. As you begin to fold forward, squeezing in through the navel, dropping your hands down to your toes or beside your feet or to the quads, whatever feels best, and deeply folding forward. Breathe in and look up, lift up, hands at your heart. Come to a seated crisscross position at the top of your mat. Open your palms on top of your knees. Close your eyes. Relax your neck. Maybe that means rolling your neck. Maybe it means going side to side with your neck. Maybe it means saying yes or no. Inhale your arms up. Exhale your hands to your heart. We're going to roll into our down dog, coming onto your hands and knees to begin with. Then tuck your toes, push your hips up, stepping back, downward facing dog. This may be your first down dog of the day, so feel free to bend your knees, pedal it out, nod your head, yes or no. You want to keep the fingertips light and the shoulders rolled back. Squeeze your navel up towards your spine as you look at your belly button, tucking the chin toward the chest. Keep your legs straight and try to drop the heels down to the mat. If you're like me, it's okay if the heels don't touch. You just want to try to feel as deep a stretch behind your calf muscles that you can. When you feel ready, take a deep breath in, bend your knees and look at your thumbs. You're going to step one foot at a time or hop in between your hands, rolling back the shoulders, deeply folding forward toward your knees. Breathe in and lift all the way up to stand. Hands together and at the heart. Samasthiti. Inhale to lift the arms up. Exhale to deeply forward fold towards your toes. Then breathe in and look forward. If you know crow posture, you can practice crow by dropping your hands, bending your knees, squeezing in your core, leaning forward, lift your toes, and then hop back. Breathe in and lift the heart. And exhale to push back, holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees and look forward, hop in between your palms, and then fold forward. Inhale to lift all the way up, arms high. Exhale, hands to your heart. Again, breathe in and lift up. Exhale to fold down. Inhale to look forward. You're welcome to practice crow if you like it, if it's part of your practice. And then jump back. Lift up your heart. And then push back into your down dog for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, look out your thumbs. Step or hop in between the hands and fold forward. Squeeze in your core. Inhale and lift all the way up. As you breathe out, take your hands to your heart. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, look forward, step or hop forward, and then fold down. Inhale to lift. Exhale, hands at your heart. As we continue our flow, we change up Sandhi a little bit from the Ashtanga series, making it more of a Vinyasa hybrid. Begin by inhaling the arms up and exhaling to forward fold towards your toes. Breathing in to lift up halfway, rolling back the shoulders. Take your hands to the mat, step or jump back, and Vinyasa, inhaling to lift the heart, and exhaling to push into a down dog. This time, inhale the right leg up, and exhale your knee to your nose. Inhale to pull back, and exhale knee to nose. Inhale to pull back, exhale knee to nose. Inhale to pull back, look forward, reach forward, bend your elbows. Stay right here, or try your arm balance, it's up to you. Step back, squeeze in the right knee. Take your right foot past your left wrist as you lift up your left arm. You're welcome to stay here in this extension or to grab your right foot, which takes a little bit more strength on your right tricep. Come back down, flip your dog, right foot comes back, right arm comes up. Nice little back bend here. And we're going to step this right foot forward into a crescent lunge, breathing in and lifting up. Hands at your heart. Find a little bit of balance as you lift up your left leg, reaching your heart forward, leg lifted, spine flat. Belly squeezed in, nice and strong. Drop your left hand down to the mat. Reach up your right arm. Revolve, half move. We Vinyasa from here. Drop the right hand down. Step back through a high plank. Bend your elbows. Breathe in and lift the heart. Exhale to push back into your down dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, squeeze knee to nose. Inhale to pull back. Exhale to squeeze. Inhale to pull back. Exhale to squeeze. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap knee to elbow. Maybe you balance, it's up to you. Then drop down, squeeze in the left knee, fallen star, take the left foot past the right wrist. Reach up your right arm. The foot can stay on the mat, or you can lift up, whatever feels better. But then we want to flip. Left foot comes back, left arm comes up. And then we step forward into a nice crescent lunge. As you lift up, find a little bit of balance as you reach forward, kicking up your back leg. Getting a nice little twist of the spine, drop the right hand down, lift the left arm up. Before you Vinyasa, drop down, step back, bend your elbows, inhale the heart. Exhale to push back, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, look out your thumbs. Come in between the hands and fold forward. Breathe in and lift all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale to lift the arms up. Exhale to deeply forward fold. Inhale to look forward. Take your hands down to the mat. Find Bakasana, find your curl posture, or just step back, it's up to you. Roll over your toes to lift your heart. And then push back into your down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Squeeze knee to nose. Inhale, squeeze. Inhale, squeeze. Inhale, practice your arm balance if you want to, or just bend the elbows. Step back, fallen star. Either drop the foot or grab the foot, it's totally up to you, before you flip dog. From your flip dog, you step forward into a crescent lunge. Lifting up the chest, take your hands to your heart, and kick off. Drop the left hand down, reach the right arm up. We come into warrior two. Bend the right knee, windmill the arms up, warrior two. For 3, 2, 1. Side angle. For 3, 2, 1. Wide leg forward fold. For 3, 2, 1. Touch your hips and lift up. Point your left toes to the back of the mat. Warrior one. Arms up. 3, 2, 1. Into revolve, warrior one. Give yourself a nice stretch here. Really open up through the side of the body, extending that left arm nice and high before coming into half moon. Drop the left hand down, open up the hip as you open up your right arm. Squeeze your right knee behind your left knee, take your hands to your heart, breathe in and lift all the way up. You practice your balance here. Right hand comes to the right knee or the right big toe. For 3, 2, 1. Open up the knee and hold here. For 3, 2, 1. Return back to your curtsy squat. Hands are at your heart and get lower and lower and lower and lower until you're seated on the mat. Give yourself a nice twist. Bind if you would like to for Ardha Matsyendrasana. When you're ready, you return back to the center, building up your core strength. Navasana, low. Lift back up, bend your knees and twist. You're welcome to practice your side crow here for 3, 2, 1. Lay down on your mat with your legs up or find a shoulder stand. Get nice and high, hold just for a moment. Take back your right leg, or if you're laying on your back, drop down your left leg. When you're ready, switch sides. It's up to you if you want to be in shoulder stand or laying on your back. You're either going to rock up to seated and stand, or you're going to rock right all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands at your heart. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to lift halfway. You practice your crow or you vinyasa just by stepping back. It's up to you. You roll over into your down dog as you lift the left leg up. Squeeze knee to nose, left leg back. Squeeze knee to nose, left leg back. Squeeze knee to nose, and then pull back, working through your arm balance or just tapping your elbow to your knee. Step back and find your fallen star, crossing the left foot over the right wrist. Right hand down, flip back. Step forward in that crescent lunge. Your left foot is forward. For 3, 2, 1. Take your hands to your heart. Get a little bit of balance in your body. 3, 2, 1. Right hand down, twist and lift. This is your revolve half moon. And then we step and windmill up into a warrior two. For 3, 2, 1. Into side angle. Deep bend. Look up and over your right elbow. When you're ready, you come into a real nice wide leg forward fold. Give your body an opportunity of rest here. You're also welcome to practice your headstand. Whatever feels better for you is where you belong. Catch your hips. When we come into a warrior one, facing the front of the mat, right toes point forward, bend the right knee, lift your arms up above your head. Hold here. For 3, 2, 1. Nice revolve, arching back, dropping the left hand beside the left leg. Really pull back as much as you can. You take a nice deep movement into balance with half moon. Drop the right hand down, lift the left arm up. Open up the hip, open up the shoulders before squeezing down into a curtsy squat. And then lifting up, right hand to right hip, left hand to left knee. Remember, bend or extend. When you're ready, open up. Again, you find a deep squat. Drop down, 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 down. Lower all the way. Take your left elbow to your left knee. Twist back. Find in between your legs if you would like to. We're returning back to the center. Exercise your strong core. Lift your legs up. Lower down. Again, lift up and bend. Left arm up and twist. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop down to the mat. You're going to rock onto your back. Lift your legs up. You're going to practice extending one leg at a time, taking the right leg back behind the head. Try the other side. Legs are nice and straight. Both legs up toward the ceiling. You're going to rock all the way up to standing, or rock up to seated. Roll onto your knees, tuck your toes, push yourself up and back, lift to stand. We're going to piece this whole flow together, but before we do, let's get a little bit of a rest. Roll your shoulders back, roll your shoulders forward. Roll the shoulders back, roll the shoulders forward. Inhale, lift the arms up. Right hand comes to the left wrist, pull up and lean over. Keep your chest lifted, keep your shoulders pulled back. Inhale to the center, grab opposite wrist, pull up and lean over. Inhale, lift all the way up. Drop your hands down, interlace your fingers behind your back, pull back your shoulders, and deeply forward fold. Tucking your nose to your knee or your chin to your shin, really lifting up through the arms. Bend your knees, push back your hips. Breathe in and lift your arms, and then return to stand. Roll your shoulders back. Roll your shoulders forward. Inhale your arms up. Right hand to the left wrist, pull up and lean over. Keep your gaze upward. Inhale to the center. Try the other side. Pull up and lean over. Lifting back up. Hands down beside your hips. Interlace your fingers behind your back. We're going to do one more round with me before we set it to music. Forward fold. Breathe in and lift all the way up. Inhale to lift the arms up. Exhale to deeply forward fold. Inhale to look forward. Take your hands down to the mat. Find Bakasana, find your crow posture, or just step back. It's up to you. Roll over your toes to lift your heart, and then push back into your down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Squeeze knee to nose. Inhale, squeeze. Inhale, squeeze. Inhale, practice your arm balance if you want to, or just bend the elbows. Step back, fallen star. Either drop the foot or grab the foot, it's totally up to you, before you flip dog. From your flip dog, you step forward into a crescent lunge. Lifting up the chest, take your hands to your heart, and kick off. Drop the left hand down, reach the right arm up. We come into warrior two. Bend the right knee, windmill the arms up, warrior two. For 3, 2, 1. Side angle. For 3, 2, 1. Wide leg forward fold. For 3, 2, 1. Catch your hips and lift up. Point your left toes to the back of the mat. Warrior one. Arms up. 3, 2, 1. Into revolve, warrior one. Give yourself a nice stretch here. Really open up through the side of the body, extending that left arm nice and high before coming into half moon. Drop the left hand down, open up the hip as you open up your right arm. Squeeze your right knee behind your left knee, take your hands to your heart, breathe in and lift all the way up. You practice your balance here. Right hand comes to the right knee or the right big toe. For 3, 2, 1. Open up the knee and hold here. For 3, 2, 1. Return back to your curtsy squat. Hands are at your heart and get lower and lower and lower and lower until you're seated on the mat. Give yourself a nice twist. Bind if you would like to for Ardha Matsyendrasana. When you're ready, you return back to the center, building up your core strength. Navasana, low boat. Lift back up, bend your knees and twist. You're welcome to practice your side crow here for 3, 2, 1. Lay down on your mat with your legs up or find a shoulder stand. Get nice and high, hold just for a moment. Take back your right leg, or if you're laying on your back, drop down your left leg. When you're ready, switch sides. It's up to you if you want to be in shoulder stand or laying on your back. You're either going to rock up to seated and stand, or you're going to rock right all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands at your heart. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to lift halfway. You practice your crow or you vinyasa just by stepping back. It's up to you. You roll over into your down dog as you lift the left leg up. Squeeze knee to nose, left leg back. Squeeze knee to nose, left leg back. Squeeze knee to nose, and then pull back, working through your arm balance or just tapping your elbow to your knee. Step back and find your fallen star, crossing the left foot over the right wrist. Right hand down, flip back. Step forward, In that crescent lunge, your left foot is forward. For 3, 2, 1. Take your hands to your heart. Get a little bit of balance in your body. 3, 2, 1. Right hand down, twist and lift. This is your revolve half moon. And then we step and windmill up into a warrior 2. For 3, 2, 1. Into side angle. Deep bend. Look up and over your right elbow. When you're ready, we come into a real nice wide leg forward fold. Give your body an opportunity of rest here. You're also welcome to practice your headstand. Whatever feels better for you is where you belong. Catch your hips. When we come into a warrior 1, facing the front of the mat, right toes point forward, bend the right knee, lift your arms up above your head, hold here for 3, 2, 1. Nice revolve, arching back, dropping the left hand beside the left leg. Really pull back as much as you can. We take a nice deep movement into balance with half moon. Drop the right hand down, lift the left arm up. Open up the hip, open up the shoulders before squeezing down into a curtsy squat. And then lifting up, right hand to right hip, left hand to left knee. Remember, bend or extend. When you're ready, open up. Again, we find a deep squat. Drop down, 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 down. Lower all the way. Take your left elbow to your left knee. Twist back. Bind in between your legs if you would like to. We're returning back to the center. Exercise your strong core. Lift your legs up. Lower down. Again, lift up and bend. Left arm up and twist. You're welcome to stay here or to practice your arm balance. It's totally up to you. When you're ready to come forward, you lay down and lift your legs up toward the ceiling. I'm going to practice extending one leg at a time, taking the right leg back behind the head. Try the other side. Legs are nice and straight. Both legs up toward the ceiling. You're going to rock all the way up to standing, or rock up to seated. Roll onto your knees, tuck your toes, push yourself up and back, lift to stand.
don't punish me for what I feel. So I crawled out of the back door, took off all these tight clothes, jumped into the water. So I crawled out of the back door, took off all these tight clothes, jumped into the water. I jumped into the water. The Precious demons on the TV, so I sold it on 16th Street, but I still hear the drone. Now I'm about to get off this night shift. Do you think I could get a lift? I don't care where you're going. Don't punish me for what I feel. Don't punish me for what I feel. So I crawled out of the back door, took off all these tight clothes, jumped into the water. So I crawled out of the back door, took off all these tight clothes, jumped into the water. I jumped into the water. The water. My face was numb, my lungs were sore, but still I swam until my feet could touch the shore. I've been sleeping on your porch. I'm still too scared and lost the lock on your door. So I crawled out of the back door, took off all these tight clothes, jumped into the water. So I crawled out of the back door, took off all these tight clothes, jumped into the water. I jumped into the water. The
Inhale to lift the arms up. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to look forward. Drop the palms. Come into your vinyasa however you would like to. Through your down dog. Drop your knees down to the mat. Sit back on your heels. Take your hands to your lap. Inhale your right arm up and lean. Drop the right hand down. Left arm up and lean. Drop the left arm down. We're going to come into a little bit of a core strength series before we're fully laying down and coming into some deep yin to cool down the breath. Sit down on your mat with your knees bent in towards your heart. Reach your arms forward. Lift your legs up, holding Namaste. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lean back. 5, 2, 1. Come up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back and hold. Strong breath, strong core. Stay focused and lift. Chest high, shoulders back, legs straight, then breathe out and lower down. Don't collapse. Focus on your breath. Your body is just a vessel. It's all mind over matter. You're strong enough to keep going. Lift up, hold. Exhale, lean back and hold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to lean back. 3, 2, 1. Come up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back and hold. Strong breath, strong core. Stay focused and lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Hold. Exhale, lean back and hold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to lean back. This is going to be your last Savasana. Lift up. 3, 2, 1. Don't give up. Lean back. Tap, 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 tap. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze your knees and keep your shoulders up. Rock up to seated. Soles of the feet together, knees apart. Lift your chest and drop down your heart. Inhale to lift. Tuck in your knees. We're going to lay down on the mat. Open your arms out to a T shape. Keep both feet flat onto the mat as you drop your knees down to the right, up, and then down to the left. Up. Lower your hands down beside your hips. Take a deep breath in to lift your hips up, and release your fingers underneath your tailbone. Roll back your shoulders and lift your hips as high as you can. You're welcome to stay here or to come into your full wheel, pushing up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, bring your knees into your chest. Feet flat on the mat, knees stay bent, arms come extended out wide. Drop your knees down to the right. Up, down to the left. Up. Hands down beside the hips. As you breathe in and lift your hips up, interlace your fingers, roll back your shoulders, or find full wheel. You're welcome to do any type of variation of wheel that feels good for you. Before lowering back down, Tuck your knees into your chest. Drop your feet flat. Arms out to a T. Sway. Lift. Sway. Lift. Last time, the spinal extension. Hips up, hands down. Behind the tailbone and roll back. Or find your full wheel or any variation of wheel that feels good for your body. Before you lower back down and tuck your knees into your chest. Lift your legs up toward the ceiling or come into a full shoulder stand, Savasana. It's totally up to you, whatever feels better. Legs up or shoulder stand. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Toes come behind the head or tuck your toes and knees in toward your chest. It's totally up to you. You can lay on your back with knees to your chest or your toes back behind your head. Especially as we're cooling down, one is not better than the other. But wherever you are, you're going to hold for 3, 2, 1. Lift your legs back up, drop your hands down to the mat. Slowly rock your hips down and lower your legs all the way flat onto the mat. Hang all the way down on the mat. Turn out your hands, turn out your toes. Close your eyes. Lower your tongue off the roof of your mouth, letting it fall below your bottom teeth. Pulling down and relaxing the shoulders. Your Shavasana is what we work for in our practice. It's letting all of the yoga seep into your being. If you're practicing in the studio, or if you're practicing at home, your Shavasana is the most important experience of class. So for the next few moments, just let go and release. you breathe in, maybe you stretch your body. Maybe you just notice the space in your fingers and toes. When you feel ready, we'll find our place seated at the top of the mat. Thank you for making this practice so special, for sharing it with me. Thank you for your effort and trying so hard. It's a fun flow. It's a fierce practice. I'm glad we got to do it together in some way. With grace and with gratitude. Namaste. Mahalo.